Yam hina vyatantante purusham purusharabha samadukha sukham dhiram somritvaya kalpate. So today is chapter number 2, shlok number 15 of Bhagavad Gita, and we shall be discussing a very important verse which is explaining, revealing a great secret for all the sadhakas, for all the devotional practitioners. As you know that Krishna is telling Arjun that Arjun, a person should tolerate the appearance and disappearance of happiness and distress just like the seasons of winter or summer. So what is the benefit one will get if one develops the art of tolerance? Krishna is telling today, O best among the men Arjun, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. He is certainly eligible for the highest goal. So, this is the benefit that a person will get if one practices that he is not agitated in any circumstances. Well, in other words, Krishna is saying that one has to become really cool. You know, Mr. Cool in all the situations, but not outside, but inside. So let us discuss this. You see, everybody is looking for just one thing, and that is happiness, bliss, pleasure. But spirituality says that we will be satisfied if we get eternal happiness, permanent pleasure, the happiness which will always stay with us. No matter what is the external situation, we will feel blissful all the time. Whatever situation is there that is not in our hand, Krishna says that the results are in his hand, not our hand. You see, there are thousands and lakhs of and millions and billions of living entities are in this universe. And even in our planet, there are so many people, so many living entities. And each one is having their own independence and each one is free to act. So everybody is acting and everybody is creating their result. So each one of has to face a different result. We just can't say that this should be the result for all. This should be the situation, or things should move according to me. Things cannot move according to me because each one is independent and each one is working, they're acting, and each one is receiving their own results of their actions. So how can it be same? If I want everybody should be under my control, this is not possible. Who wants to be under your control? So this is the truth. Just like I am free to act, free to think, similarly others are. We are many. There are unlimited living beings in this universe, but God is one. So if God is one, and if we really surrender to God, and so say 1,000 people surrender to God, so they all become one with God, one with His service, then we 1,000 become one. Then these 1,000 become one entity. They are happy together. So aligning with the Lord, obeying with Lord, actually, in truth, because there are no two gods or three gods, God is only one. So no matter from which school you are coming, no matter from which religion you are coming, it doesn't matter at all, unless and until you are worshipping and loyal to one God. And if you think that my God is different from your God, this is highly, great foolishness. How can there be two gods? In Vedic religion, there are so many higher powers, but they are not God. God is one. In Vedic religion, that God has a personality, and in other religions, that God has no personality, he is formless. But in a Vedic religion, it says that that God is formless when we do not have devotion to him. When we don't love him, till the time we start loving him, he reveals his form. So that's the reason Sri Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Actually, there is only one God. So Krishna is the personality of God. And formless, without any shape, size, without any perception, is just the energy. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavrita mudoham nabi janati lokoma majam avayam. That I do not reveal myself to anybody. I cover myself with my yoga maya. So Krishna is covered. Even though he comes, like many times he descends, so non-devotees just reject him. Even though he does things which is unimaginable, like he lifts the whole mountain. He kills the demon Putna when he is just 6 days old. So he does incredible work. His actions are just divine, but still, unless we have devotion to Krishna, we cannot accept him as God. This is how he is covered. Only then he reveals himself. So one of the quality of Krishna is his Swaprakash. He is fully independent. When he chooses, then we can know him. But he will choose you only when you have sincere desire, when you search for him, when you are eager to see him, eager to be with him. That eagerness, that love, that aspiration, that greed is needed. And then he reciprocates. Actually, he reciprocates with our love. When we say, oh, I don't need you, then he said, I don't need you too. Of course, he's doing everything for us. All our systems are working, whether it is macro level or micro level. Everything is working under his supervision. That is his greatness. That even though we avoid him, we cannot exist without him. He does everything, but he doesn't reciprocate with us unless and until we uh, we become his devotee. We become his lovers. We become his servant. Servant means lover. Not like the servant we treat in this world. That is not service. Service is without any expectation. It is pure love. Two lovers actually are serving each other. Sacrifice is what? It is highest order of service. When we sacrifice our everything for the pleasure of our beloved, that is service to the highest extent. So here Krishna is saying that in order to achieve me or immortality, you have to pass this examination. And what is it? That sometimes, because of your previous action, you'll get some situation. Those situations sometimes are favorable for you. It means you're very healthy, you have lots of wealth, you have good number of friends, your business is doing very good. So everything is favorable. So that situation we call as happiness. And sometimes situation is not as to our expectation. Maybe we are diseased, nobody is listening to us, incurring lots of losses, fights, lots of disrespect all around. So nothing is going well. And some astrologers will say that your planets are not right. That is the other thing. But still the situation always, changes. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. So Krishna says, in both the situation, don't get, you know, don't become the buyer of your bad or good situation. You don't enjoy your misery. You don't enjoy your considerable good times. You don't enjoy. Like there are so many advertisements and they say enjoy, enjoy. So Krishna is saying here, don't enjoy that. Use them to come to me. So any person who is not bewildered, who is not disturbed in happiness or distress, is becoming qualified for eternal happiness. Is becoming qualified for spiritual, bliss. So this is what we have to learn. So how to get that permanent happiness is that we have to love Krishna, and in order to love Krishna, we have to perform some sadhanas every day. These are divine activities. So one of them is the most important for this time is chanting the name of Krishna. So every day we chant Krishna's name, and all sincere people who wants that love in the heart should chant Krishna's name. They should learn more about Krishna through the scriptures of Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavad Puran or Ramayan, or Mahabharata and other scriptures. We should know more about Krishna, especially from Bhagavad Puran. And third, we should serve Krishna in our home or in our temple, making a nice sweet temple at our home. With whatever means we have, we can keep his nice picture along with the picture of Lord Chaitanya and Nrsingadev and Guru Parampara, and we can serve the Lord in our heart, in our house, and we can associate and make friendship with the devotees. And if we pray, we'll meet devotees. We should hear about Krishna every day, and we should visit the places where he performed his transcendental pastimes, and that will boost our energy and our devotion a lot. So while performing all these divine activities, sometimes we meet such situations because of our action that is not uh, so comfortable for us. But we should not hope for a favorable situation or unfavorable situation both. We should not uh, demand them or hope for them. Whatever the situation is, I am ready for it. I am ready to do my sadhana, because anyway all the situations are sanctioned by the Lord. Unless and until it is sanctioned by Lord and his energies, it cannot come to us. That science we know, and we have complete faith in the Lord that whatever he will do, it is good for me. It is good for all. Everybody is good. So whatever he does is good for us. So accepting that situation is an intelligence. Whether it's a month of June where you have to cook in the kitchen, a mother cooks in a hot summer, she doesn't say I will not do it. She does it with love for the family. Similarly, we have to do everything for loving Krishna. So this is it. So what is the advantage? What is the gain? The gain is that a person who has learned the art of tolerating any situation and not disturbed but focuses on his or her sadhana, that person becomes eligible for liberation. That person becomes eligible for my love. So this is the secret. So hope you have understood this point and start practicing. Every day, every hour is a situation. Every hour is a time when you can experience, oh, this is sanctioned to me. I'm today I have a holiday. Oh, this is sanctioned by the Lord. So what I should do? What I should do to go nearer to him? What I should do to serve him? Oh, today I'm very busy. Oh, so this busy day, in my busy schedule, how to remember God? How can I serve the Lord despite I'm so busy? Oh, I'm sick. How can I serve Lord even when I'm sick? I can hear about him. Well, I remember one time when I had chicken pox long ago, and I was bedridden for one complete month, and it was my good luck that there are two more brahmacharis with me. They also had this disease, so we decided that we are going to memorize Bhagavad Gita. So in a month we memorized around 5-6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, all the verses we memorized, and it was a great time and great fun. And when we recovered, we thought, oh, can we just be again fall sick so that we can again memorize some more chapters? So the situation is that it was very joyful. Of course, we were cut off from the whole temple and the community for full 1 month, but still, I remember that engaging our mind in serving Krishna, reading Bhagavad Gita and memorizing the verses was a great thing at that time. So, all the best to all of you, that please take advantage of whatever situation we have, and happily you will receive that great bliss, joy of love of God very soon. Hare Krishna.